Hey, what's up guys? This is Tyler from Elite Snake Projects. I posted a video on this fridge and I asked if you guys wanted to see a step-by-step video on how to convert a mini fridge or wine cooler or anything like that into an incubator, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the best I can. I've never done a video like this before. I'll try to show as much detail as I can because I know how important that is, because even when I was trying to learn to do this, there's a lot of horrible videos out there, so I'm going to try to do my best so you guys could just stop by this one and you don't have to search around anymore. So first off, this is my little fridge. It's got the glass so it's see-through. That's what I really liked about it. That's why I got it. It's about 3.5 feet tall. It's pretty big. It's a lot bigger than it looks. It comes up to almost my waist right here, so I'm about 6 foot, so that's about halfway there. So as you can see, I already completely gutted it. This thing is like twice the size now since I've done that. So right here is everything that I took out of it. This thing was sitting up on top. I'm not really sure all this air conditioning stuff is. There's a lot of copper piping going through it. I think this thing is what helps cool it. Tons of different pieces of metal that were not in any use. They were just covering up wires and stuff. And this is like the main part that was in the back that was, this thing is so heavy. It's like 25 pounds right there. So getting that fridge back here was a pain. Now it's like half the weight. So this is like all the main stuff that cools it. Got a little fan, and this whole piece was sitting right underneath right there. And then there was tons of wires. There was a little fan that I really messed up trying to get the screws off of it, and that was sitting up on top. All these different wires right here, different metal. This is like the cooling switch. There's a power switch, a water drain. So there's a lot of stuff. So here we go. This is going to be, that's step one, is to gut it. Take everything out of the inside. So step two, I'm going to go through and seal up any little hole you guys see, including this thing right here. There was wires going through that. So here we go. Alright, so first what you're going to want to do is get some type of silicone or waterproof sealant. This is the flexible seal. It's a clear color, and it's we use it on the roofs. I'm a roofing contractor, so it's good to seal up and weatherproof any type of material. So here we go. I'm going to seal up all these holes. Alright, so now I just finished sealing up everything. It's clear, so it's going to be hard to see, but all the cracks all the way up, across, down, this crack, everything is completely sealed. All the little holes, this hole I sealed up, but I'm going to leave those two right there for my electrical, for my heat tape, and my probe for my thermostat, whatever thermostat I decided to go with. So everything's nice and sealed. I'm going to let it dry, and then it'll be ready for heat tape. So here we go. Alright, so after you've completely sealed up your container where you're going to be making your incubator, you're going to want to go to reptilebasics.com. Now, I've done a lot of research on different websites that sell heat tape, and Reptile Basics is just a little bit cheaper than everyone else, which helps a lot. So what you're going to want to do is go to heating, and they have different heat panels and heat tape. So I'm actually going to order the 11-inch heat tape. I've measured it out, and that's what's going to fit right there. It's be the widest, put out the most heat in my incubator. So, I mean, it's 11-inch, not 11 feet, sorry. So what you want to do is, in quantity, you're going to measure out how many feet you need. So each one of my sides is 3 feet, so I'm going to order 6. So that's 6 feet of Flex Watt 11-inch heat tape. And on this website, Reptile Basics, they they already attach the power cord, so it's a lot easier to install. So after that, you order that, your heat tape, measure it out, you go to heating, and you're going to want to buy the wire clip insulator set. Okay, so now this is what's attached already. So you can see right there, the metal right there is already attached to the power cord, and you attach those two metal clips. So I'll show more detail on that once it's sent. And then the insulator clips. So you're going to want to order this too. And you're going to want to order this for every separate heat tape you have. So mine's all going to be connected, so I'm not going to have to order more than one. So it's only $5 for this, not bad. So make sure you order your heat tape and your wire clip insulator set. Alright, so once this is shipped, I'll plug in another part of the video of how to install it. Alright, so now that I got my shipment from Reptile Basics, comes in this little box. Here's my wire clip insulator set, already wired up, as I said, and I ordered 7 feet of 11-inch Flex Watt heat tape, and then shows my address on there, so I'm not going to show you that, but it's just the slip and a card from them. So this is what you're going to need to wire up the heat tape, and also how to tape it up and everything. So what you're going to need is a pair of ice grips. These are the needle nose. I prefer the flathead ones, but these will do. You're going to need electrical tape, black electrical tape, and also the foil tape. So alright, now I'm going to show you how to connect the wires to the heat tape. Alright, so first what you're going to want to do is get your metal clips, and as you can see they have little teeth on them. And what you're going to want to do is on the metal parts, I don't know if you can see, the metal strip right here, you're going to want to clamp them down onto there. So it doesn't really matter how they go, they slide right in there. You get your vice grips, and you're just going to want to tighten it down as much as you can so you hear it clamp on. So there's one. And you're going to want to do that a couple of times so it connects through the plastic. So now that one looks pretty good. Nice strong connection right there. Now I gotta do the other one. Alright, so there you go. Completely wired up. And then, most important, your insulators. Now these are what's gonna protect you from getting shocked, because As soon as you plug this thing in, if you were to touch these metal pieces, you would get a good zap. So these are very important for your protection. They're pretty self-explanatory, I think. Okay, there we go. This is my first time doing this as well, so hopefully I'm doing it right. Just like that. That's what you wanted to hear. So now that, sorry, there we go. That whole piece of metal is completely sealed up to where you can't touch it. And do that for both sides, obviously. Alright, so now there we go. Both insulators clipped on. Now what you're going to want to do, and this is a very important step that a lot of people don't explain, is with your electrical tape, the other end of the wire right here, this thing is really long. Those wires right here, the very tip is exposed on both ends. So at the very end of your heat tape with the electrical tape, you're going to want to cover those ends up. So just like this. And then just fold it over. So now they're not exposed. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the wiring. You're pretty much ready to plug in as soon as you tape it up with your foil tape. And that'll be the next step. Alright, so after you wire up everything, you go ahead and tape it with the wire, or not the wire, the foil tape that I showed you all the way down the edge. And there we go, that's pretty much it. I just put my shelving back in. Here's my probe right here, and it goes out to the holes in the back that I showed. And then I have my thermostat. It's just the Zilla thermostat. I got it set at 89 right now because it's just an extra one I had laying around from when I was incubating through my Hova Bator, just leopard gecko eggs. So I'm going to eventually get either a helix or the Vivarium thermostat. There's a couple good ones out there, but I just don't have money for it right now, but that one will do. I'm just going to probably run it for a good week to make sure temperatures are good. I have this little thermometer that I forgot where, I just had it laying around or something. And then this one came with it. And then also I have, where is it? Well, I have another little thermometer that's got a probe on the end that I'm going to be using, an electronic one. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope I said everything. I'm pretty sure I did. But if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I'll do the best I can to help, and I'll even make another video on anything you guys want to see. So now it's time to run it, make sure everything's working good. I'll probably put some hatchite inside of a container to make sure everything stays good. Make sure the humidity's good for 50 days. I'll probably run it just to make sure, so when I get my ball python eggs I won't have any problems at all. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, you guys. Please rate the video. This took a long time to make, and it's going to be even longer to edit it all together. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.